Hi. Yeah, just a little goofy this evening. I think I'm tired and need some sleep, apparently. Um, I was trying to do this beforehand and had to remove it because I was disturbed. And when I get disturbed and someone starts talking to me, then I lose complete, you know, concentration at what I'm doing. So here I am, my my unfiltered selves. Um, Giving you this new testimony. Feeling more like myself and being in my element is just the most wonderful feeling in the world. And this was my second week in with Bible study at my church, and I tell you what, it is the greatest feeling in the world. Greatest feeling in the world for me personally. It's the greatest feeling in the world to have that connection with other. Um, I don't want to say Christian-like people, but spiritual people, so to speak. When we are talking about spirituality and the gifts that God gives us, what the Lord gives us. And this is my gift. This is my platform. This is my gift. This is where I'm supposed to be at in my life, is to, I don't want to say give back, but just to be that voice on the other end for someone. It just really is the most wonderful feeling in the world. And having that moment with you, the viewer, I appreciate it so much that you actually take the time to watch these. And I hope that you walk away with something out of it. I really do, because then you can let me know how you feel about, what I'm saying in these. Because from week to week, I forget what I say. You know, it completely goes out of my mind after I do one of these, and that's just who I am and how I operate. And having a generalized anxiety disorder might have something to do with it too. But just being in that element with spiritual folks, and and talking about scripture. We're talking about the gifts that the Lord gives you, the spiritual gifts. And knowing that I'm able to share some of my life with you, not all of it, but a little bit, on some levels, that I just am very blessed to be where I'm at in my life. And I've gone through a lot of changes over the past 7 months, well, the past year, but mostly over the past 7 months. Everything changed so fast, in warp speed, that it was hard to process a lot at first. And then I went through a really bad illness too. So it led up to me reinventing myself and being my authentic self, in a nutshell, because we're all different. We're all programmed different. We're not always going to agree on the same things either. So for me, before, I was, mentioned it before, I was such a workaholic. And I've learned so much not to be that workaholic again, and just focus on balancing my life, and having the me time as well. And I think when I do my me time, it's in the evenings when I'm starting to slow down a little bit, because of all the things that have been going on in my family lately. It just, it keeps me sane in the process. Um, and I'm not stressed out. But if I am stressed out through the day, then I can take that time for me in the evenings, and just relax myself. And Bible study is really helping me do that. Reading scripture is really helping me do that. I've been reading John. That's where I'm at in reading the Bible. I'm reading John. And reading that whole section, that whole full-length chapter of John has really been amazing for me, because certain scriptures are popping out for me, and they're being identified with my life right now. And so, with a constant change, the new direction I'm going at in my life, reinventing myself in the process, there's going to be some future travels in my journey, in my, in the next chapter, basically, of my life. There's going to be a whole new chapter, and I'm starting that process right now with that whole new chapter of my life. And my special someone knows this very, very well. I believe he knows this very well. He better, because if not, then I will tell him. I will tell this person. I'm very unfiltered in that way, very, very much so. And it's just an amazing, incredible feeling when you're around people in general. And how do you talk to people about spirituality? It can be a little tricky it can be a little tricky. And I'm not the kind of person that throws that out all the time either. A lot of people I see online, I think, push it too much a bit. And it's like, okay, calm down, come back to reality. You don't have to post scriptures or words of wisdom every 15-20 minutes of the day. That becomes a little too much, I think, and then people just don't like that. And if they do, that's wonderful. I have nothing against that at all whatsoever. I just beat to my own drum at times. And I'm the kind of person that doesn't usually compromise with people. Within reason, I do. But it's just who I am as a person. I just appreciate you watching these videos and watching these testimonies each week, or whenever they come in. And I really do. I appreciate that a lot. And what more can I say about that? It's just be good on yourself. Find that balance in your life. You're going through something. Yes, and I'm stuttering. You are going through something right now. You are going through something that you just don't know how to get through. Let God be in control of it. I know, easier said than done, right? I know. But when you pray, you're letting God be in control of that situation, not yourself. Because when you want to start controlling things, it might not come out the way you wanted it to. We have to remember that. It's hard to do. It really is. Before I let you go, I have some projects. I'm starting to work on some side projects that'll be coming out sometime in May. I don't know how soon in May, but it will be in May. So stay tuned to my Facebook page, my Instagram page, and my Twitter, because I will be updating my official website, hopefully soon, because I really want to start writing the blogs again, and sharing those with you every day or weekly. And if you are on my YouTube channel here and just need someone to talk to, you can find me. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Twitter or Instagram. I read a lot. I read a lot when I'm on Facebook. I try to read as much as I possibly can when I'm on Facebook, but it's usually on Twitter where I read a lot of the tweets. Some of them are really crazy. Some of them are goofy. And some of them were pretty serious. So you can always reach out to me in any of those formats. And I just can't wait to start sharing some of my up and coming stuff, because I'm working, like I said, I'm slowly working on these new projects that will be coming out in May. And I'm going to be getting back to working on my next book and working on paperback books from the previous book. But all in all, things are going so well today that I had to come in and just share my testimony of the day, that, God's in control. He's going to take care of it. You know, we all have our, purpose in this world. Let him guide you to that. God's got a plan for everything. He really does. He sets that in motion. It took me a long time to realize that, but he did. He brought the right people into my life, and I'm truly blessed and fortunate for that. So thank you so much, everybody, for always tuning in, and I'll see you again.